Hey, how y'all doing? Hey, pickaboos. Hey, haters. How y'all doing today on this beautiful, blessed day? Today is a blessed day for each and every one of us. You know why? Hey, Queens. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Wanda. How y'all doing on this beautiful, blessed day today? Hey, Chantel. Hey, Michael. How y'all doing today? The topic today for the people that's on TikTok, I am on YouTube as well, and I am on Facebook as well. So, hey Angie, hey Shara, how y'all doing on this beautiful day? For y'all that's on TikTok, that follow me on TikTok, I have my own YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is I am Ann Mays. Starting next week, the beginning of next week, I will be on my YouTube channel. I will have StreamYard. Um, I I am inviting a lot of young men and young men and young women to. I inviting y'all to come on my live. If y'all have something that y'all want to talk about, if y'all have a topic y'all want to talk about, if somebody y'all want to talk about on I am Ann Mays on my YouTube channel, y'all is more than welcome. Hey, Brittany girl, y'all is more than welcome. But today I decided not to go live on IG. I'm tired of them. Hey, Pumpkin, I'm tired of them playing with me. I go live on IG. I got more than enough followers to say every time I go live on IG, it be more pickaboos. It be like 400 pickaboos, and I only see like when I go live on Instagram, I probably see like 19, 20 people, whatever. And when I get off, it let me know that it was like 300, 400, 500. It'd be a lot of people be on there, but I can't see them because they pickaboos. So I chose to give up them for TikTok. And I'm on Facebook as well. And I'm on YouTube as well. My name on YouTube is I am Ann Mays. That's where I'm at right now. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Facebook, and I'm on TikTok. But when it all boils down, I'ma just be rocking with maybe YouTube and TikTok because but no, I can't say that because I got fans that really love me on Hey Queen that really love me on Facebook. So I'm trying to accommodate everybody. But over I chose TikTok over Instagram because they're gonna learn today, tomorrow, and the next day that I'm not the one to play with. I know who I am and I know whose I am. So I used to play the music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they would come on there and still be pickaboos. So I want them to keep that same energy. Thank you, Queen. They've been at. So the topic today is we talking about parents. I am talking about parents because a lot of things be going on in the world and parents going there's some parents act like they don't know what their kids be doing. And a lot of parents really know what their kids be into. And when something happened, they always want to cry wolf like they really didn't know that their kids was involved in a lot of shady shit. Let's say that. So that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Because um parents play hey Cynthia, hey cousin girl, hey Joanne. Parents play, hey Cheryl, a hell of a part in their kids' life. And a lot of parents, um, they turn a blind eye when their children get involved in shit and they try to make us believe that they don't know what their children was off into. So I'm gonna say this. Just because you raise your kids in a two-parent home, you was good parents, you and your significant other, you or your husband, or you or your spouse, or whatever, don't mean they're gonna turn out to be the way that you raised them. We got a lot of kids out in the world. Hey nephew, out in the world. Hey, Wanda Queen, that's out in the world, that's doing what they want to do. They're not doing what they have to do. They doing what they want to do. They looking at their friends. They looking at other people doing things, and some of them are followers. And a lot of y'all be ridiculing the parents by saying it's our fault that our kids turned out to be some type of way. Now, mind y'all, I didn't graduate from high school. I dropped out of school. I was about to go to the 10th grade. I dropped out in the ninth grade. Um, I chose to do the jacking, the the robbing, and I chose to do all the stuff that I chose to do that wasn't right. It had nothing to do with my parents because I come from a wealthy family. So I chose the street life. So to a lot of y'all out there be ridiculing the parents and saying it's the parents' fault, that's not true. It's not the parents' fault if you raise a child the best of your ability and you gave them all the necessities and everything that they needed and wanted, and they turn out to be something other than the way you raised them. It's a lot of y'all out there be on the outside looking in. But I thank God every day that my children didn't pick up my bad habits. Now, don't get me wrong. In some occasions, the apple don't fall from the tree. Some occasions, I could look at some things that my kids, hey Janice, some things that my kids do, or their little ways, or their little persona. I see some of me. I see some of me, and I see some of their father in them. But anyway, I pray in my way through a better life. I am better now. I am not the person that I used to be. I used to be that girl in that life doing what I wanted to do, and nobody couldn't tell me a damn thing. So I thank God that He had mercy on my soul because I could be laying in my grave with the stuff that I did. I was jacking, I was robbing, I almost unalived somebody. I was doing everything that I want to do to please me, to please my ego. I felt like I was untouchable. I felt like it wasn't nothing that I couldn't have that I didn't want. That's me. I take accountability. I am transparent to my life. Everything that didn't happen in my life, I don't follow nobody but me. Even though I was mentally, physically abused, I still don't fault nobody for what happened in my life. To know better is to do better. And when you get older, you're supposed to be taught to do better. Some kids are raising themselves and they don't know no better. And a lot of y'all be talking about a lot of people kids, but at the end of the day, what about the kids that was raising themselves? What about the kids that didn't have a mother or father to teach them wrong from right? What about the young girls that's out there in the world with all their vagina out, all their ass out, all their titties out? What about those girls that's out there looking for attention in all the wrong places? What about the ones that ain't have nobody to teach them right from wrong? What about the ones that did have parents that taught them right from wrong and they still went astray and did what they wanted to do? Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the horse. Thank y'all for whatever y'all sent me. Thank each and every one of y'all. So I said that to say y'all cannot point the finger at the children all the time. Y'all cannot point the finger at, thank you, Queen. Y'all cannot point the finger at the parents all the time because I'm going to say this. I was one of the worst of the worst when it came down to my life. I did exactly what I wanted to do. I did what I felt like was going to make me happy. I did all that and some, and I didn't have to do it. I thank God for change. I am a phenomenal woman right now. I didn't know who I was then. I know who I am now, and I know whose I am. I know who I am and whose. Miss Lou. I know who I am and whose I am. That's what I'm trying to say, and I said it right this time. So a lot of y'all kids that be out here, just on yesterday, y'all, I went live on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I said I want to do something for the youth in New Orleans. I said the summer is approaching. The kids gonna be out of school. We don't have team summit. We don't have nothing really basically for the children to do in the state of New Orleans. I'm gonna say in the city in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm gonna say New Orleans. I ain't talking about Shreveport. I ain't talking about Picayune, and I'm talking about New Orleans. So me, myself, and I, right? Me, myself, and I reached out. I gave everybody an invitation to get with me so we can do something for the next generation of teenagers. Nobody hit me up. Nobody said nothing. So I assume a lot of y'all ain't trying to save the kids. Not even y'all own damn kids. It's sad that somebody like me that's in a wheelchair that's willing to help. And you mean to tell me nobody ain't hit me up? Is it that bad? So none of y'all ain't hit me up because I really want to do something for the kids. I really want to do something for the next generation of teenagers. And Viney, I've been telling you to hit me up too. And I want you to hit me up, Viney. I'm not playing with you. Don't make me come find you and beat your butt. I love you, girl. So I been hitting like not let me slow down. I got YouTube Team Summit. That part right there. Thank you, Viney. We got I got Facebook, I got YouTube, and now I'm on TikTok. Yesterday, nobody hit me up last night. I gave y'all invitation because I ain't made. I ain't asking y'all for no money. I ain't asking y'all for nothing. All I ask y'all to do is touch and agree with me. And I ask y'all to jump on the bandwagon where we can do something for our next generation in New Orleans. They taking all the stores from New Orleans. They closing. They got 130 Popeyes that then filed bankruptcy. And y'all missing the big picture. I understand a lot of y'all don't like me down in New Orleans. But at the end of the day, guess what? I stand for something in New Orleans. And it's not about me. It's about me trying to make ways for the next generation. And y'all can't even come together and say, you know what, and let's do this. Let's do this. And it's sad when it's mess and confusion, then all y'all running to the internet because it's mess and confusion. All the shit that's going on in New Orleans, you mean to tell me we can't come together and do something positive? I'm just saying. So I be listening to a lot of, thank y'all. I be listening to a lot of people talking about their reality shows. They doing this and they doing that. When we gonna have some real shit? When we gonna have some real reality shows that's coming out of New Orleans? Not no shit where people on there fighting and all this shit kind of shit. Some real sit down talk about our city. About all the shit that's going on in our city. I mean, every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, is always some bullshit on the internet about New Orleans. And the sad part about it is that all us going through this shit together, but all us can't even work together. I'm just saying. So we can't even get together. Oh, y'all so caught up into, let me tell y'all about y'all self. Y'all so caught up into me worrying about my persona, worrying about what I have on, worrying about what I have. It's not about me and what I have on. It's about my heart. And it's about what I'm trying to do and what I'm going to do with or without y'all. It's sad. Yeah, Super Sunday was real nice and it was a beautiful day. Super Sunday was for everybody. But what about the Super Children Day? What about the day us getting together, going out there on the Huntersville with all the girls and boys, with the jacks, with the hula hoop and all that? What about all that? What about us having classes where we got the girls and boys come down and they got 2 or 3 books and they're reading in front of us? Instead of teaching them how you do this, how you do that, you suck on this, and they suck on it. Do y'all not know that our children is the next future, and our children got tablets? They got iPhone 16, 17, 18, whatever. And I don't even have a 16, 17. But at the end of the day, our children mind is being poisoned by stuff that I remember when I was coming up as a little girl, they said children should be seen and not heard. Now children is seen and they're hearing a lot of shit that they shouldn't be hearing. Come on, somebody. Much coming up in my days. My brother made a song, "Get It Girl, Don't Stop. You make me nasty, you make me want some. Get some, get some." Everybody loved the song, but at the end of the day, our children didn't know what the song meant. Our children didn't know that what my brother was saying. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, they had the Get It Girl hairstyles, they had the Get It Girl dances and all that kind of stuff there, which it was a hit. But at the end of the day, y'all making songs where y'all, at the end of the day, y'all saying exactly what y'all mean, and y'all mean what y'all saying, but at the same time, y'all not even bleaking it out because the next generation is listening to a lot of y'all music. And all y'all have to do is just change y'all lyrics. Y'all got to take that energy that y'all have and the gift that God gave y'all, y'all got to turn it around for the good. Right. Right. They did leave things in the imagination. Like at the end of the day, like when I was coming up, a woman couldn't invite a man to her vagina or kiss my. Now a man would knock all your teeth out. I was taught that you never invite a man to your bottom part. And right now, a man ain't even got to imagine how your vagina and how your ass look, because y'all just come outside and then y'all get mad if a man disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Or say something nasty to you. You got a fucking attitude, but you brought it on yourself. It don't give no man the right to disrespect you, but you disrespecting yourself by going outside looking some type of way, boss lady. I'm just saying. Y'all know what be going on. And I tell y'all, at the end of the day, I thank God that my girls, I raised my girls, and at the end of the day, we weren't in the era where you have to wear the shorts. I ain't gonna lie. My oldest daughter dressed her ass off. And I promise you, not one time y'all could catch her bottom parts up. And I'm not bragging, and I'm not just saying that because that's my daughter. My daughter is a fashion designer, and my daughter, when she put her clothes on, she looked like a lady. Y'all not giving these guys out here nothing to imagine. When they see y'all, and the cold part about it, they be dragging for y'all and to still sleep with y'all. I'm just saying. They be dragging for y'all and they'll still sleep with y'all. Can y'all get the likes and stuff up on YouTube? If you're new to my channel on YouTube, can you like and subscribe? Thank y'all on TikTok. If this y'all first time hearing me, I do have a YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is I Am Man Means. And if you did hear anything about me being on somebody's social media or whatever, if you didn't hear it from me, if it ain't come out my mouth, it's not the truth. Clock that T. At the end of the day, I'm not on here to ridicule nobody. I'm just speaking facts. Just because you're a beautiful woman and you ain't get your voluptuous behind and you got your breasts done and you got Botox and all that kind of stuff there, you ain't got no perk to prove to nobody. Because at the end of the day, you got to get old. I'll be listening to a lot of y'all talking about with our old ass and all that kind of stuff there. I thank God I made it to C59. I got pum at 28 years old. I could have been laying in my grave, but he saw fit and he allowed me to be here because of the person that he created in me. He forgave me for all my sins. I repent for all my sins I did when I was a young girl. He said, forgive them because they know not what they do. I ain't know no better then, but I know better now. Thank you, Queen. I know better now. And like I always say, hey, sugar, like I always say, got to be more careful. And I say to myself, because I am a comedian, and I apply that for myself in my AMA's own verse, I should have been more careful. But to know better is to do better. And I was one of them women that waited on a man from jail that done 27 years. And I was in love with him as a little girl, didn't even know nothing about love. And then I got hooked up with him while he was incarcerated. And when he came home, him and I got married. That's the man I contracted the H, the I, and the V from. So I say to myself, I should have been more careful. Now I have a platform that I can speak to the young men and women. And I'm asking y'all, no, I'm not asking y'all, I'm telling y'all to be more careful. So to all y'all perfect women that's in a relationship, that's in a marriage, just because you got him right there and her right there, don't mean you can't get the H, the I, and the V. To all y'all that's going around bragging and, I'm glad I ain't got it and all this, yeah, you dodged the bullet. But don't act like you wasn't a hoe. Don't act like you wasn't sleeping with multiple men. And don't act like you wasn't sleeping with multiple women. And better yet, for the record, I know some female that's bitter and mad. They got the H, the I, and the V, and they passing it around. And she said, if she got it, not if she got it, she got it, she bitter. So she around here sleeping with men with unprotected sex. So a lot of y'all out there, y'all more worried about Miss Ann and Viney when Miss Ann and Viney is living in their truth. What about the bitches that's out there, excuse my expression, what about, not bitches, the hoes that's out there, that's around here sleeping around with different men, and they got the H, the I, and the V, and they ain't saying a fucking thing. What about them, Dana? What about them, Gina? What about them, Cassandra? What about them, Trina? What about them, Wanda? What about them, Sandra? What about them, what about them? But y'all so much want to talk about, oh yeah, Miss Ann, this Miss Ann, that Miss Ann is, but Miss Ann is living in her truth. And Miss Ann is transparent. And Miss Ann don't give two fucks about how somebody feel about her. And Miss Ann ain't worrying about being in a fucking relationship. Because when Miss Ann was young, Miss Ann was doing her, and Miss Ann was living her best life. Not Miss Ann older, and she wiser. And of course, I don't have a lot of followers and a lot of people on my lives right now. But sooner than later, they're going to bring their nasty ass on my page and understand what I'm talking about is real, because it's going to come knocking on their door. While y'all around here judging me and Viney, all the other people that's around here, they got some shit that they ain't asked for. What about your husband that's cheating on you with a side bitch and you know about it? What about your wife that's sitting cheating on you with a side Negro and you know about it? So y'all playing Russian roulette, but at the same time, y'all want to talk about us. I did my thing. I lived my life. So y'all young girls out there that be talking that shit, talking about nobody want to hear what Miss Ann talking about. If it ain't no mess y'all don't want to hear, in a minute y'all gonna want to hear. Because a lot of y'all sleeping with the enemy. Y'all sleeping with a frenemy. Y'all know what I'm saying? Let me say it loud for the bitches in the back. Y'all sleeping with a frenemy. That means you sleeping with your friend. I'm just saying. Don't let it go over your head. A lot of y'all sleeping with the same people. The same people. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't got to take it from me. I be looking at a lot of y'all and I be shaking my fucking head. Because y'all worrying about the ones who out in the openness, the ones who living in their truth, the ones who transparent. Y'all ought to be worried about the motherfuckers that's around here sucking and fucking and spreading the shit. Because they still is. They ain't taking no medicine. They don't want to go get no medicine. They don't want nobody to know. So they rather just deal with it behind closed doors. They rather not say nothing. So you mean to tell me, and I'm going to say this again, and I don't mean to cuss because I do love God. I do love Jehovah. But let me get down to y'all's side. You mean to tell me, since y'all found out about Viney, Michael, Miss Ann, and all the other people that's infected, so you mean to tell me all y'all stop fucking? I'ma wait. So you mean to tell me all y'all just clean y'all vagina and all y'all men just lock y'all shit up and ain't none of y'all fucking no more? The devil is a lie. Y'all even fucking even more. Because I be saying y'all. Y'all don't give a damn about that. Y'all still out here fucking, acting like it's brand new. And all y'all talking about, and y'all think that should be cute when somebody say, or a punk say, I'm fucking men and women. But y'all think that shit is fucking hilarious. That part. So while y'all around here pointing the finger and we on social media, we some of the bravest people. Oh, I got a restriction. So I don't know what I got a restriction for, but I gotta be careful with my words on TikTok. So they say I got 3 restrictions. But anyway, I gotta be very mindful and but let me tell y'all, TikTok is very biased. And let me tell you why TikTok is biased. Y'all could let these men come on here with the jogging pants and they love bottom part be jumping up and they be having a strap on and all that. TikTok, y'all let people get away with. Y'all know exactly what be going on. Y'all be letting people get away with certain shit. At the end of the day, I don't know who behind TikTok, but y'all got y'all picks and choose. Now, whatever I say, I don't know exactly what I say, but it's all right for a man to come on there and show his private part, and y'all show when people being unalive and all that other shit. But I said something, and I don't even know what I said that was wrong for me to be restricted. So now I got to be very mindful and very careful with my words. But at the end of the day, when I go on YouTube, I can say all type of things, but I know what to do and what not to do on YouTube. Oh, I cuss. The other people be cussing on TikTok. They be talking about, oh, all right, the word, oh, all right, I got it. So certain things you can't say that you can say on Instagram and you can say on YouTube. Oh, I got it. Thank y'all for helping me. I would not say that word again. I think y'all just gotta tell me what I need to say instead of saying what I was saying. Because they don't like that. See, they got restrictions on TikTok. I forgot about that. But anyway, it's a lot that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? And instead of them being focused on trying to help and do the right thing. The people like me, the people that like me that's willing to help, that's got a platform saving souls, being an inspiration to people, right now has the less viewers. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear me talking about life. They don't want to hear me talking about certain things. But at the end of the day, guess what? Right. I did say nothing but the truth. But guess what? At the end of the day, all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, they're going to be looking for a word from Miss Ann. They're going to want to know, Miss Ann, how you overcome HIV. Miss Ann, how you overcome being cheated on. Miss Ann, how you overcome somebody misuse you mentally and physically. All of the above. Miss Ann, anything that you've been through, you probably ain't been through the same thing that I have been through, but I guarantee you, you done been through some shit. And if I sit on this platform and break it down to y'all about my book, y'all mouth will drop. I got a movie, I got a book. My life story is a movie, a book itself. A lot of things I've been through in my life. I raised 4 children from a wheelchair, and I was looking on I think I was looking on, I don't know if it was TikTok or maybe it was TikTok or Instagram or one of them. And they had the young lady and they had a young guy that was in a wheelchair. And it's the show where you pop the balloons, right? So all the females, the guy was in a wheelchair, he was paralyzed. All the females, the majority of all the females, they popped the balloon. And one of the females said, the guy asked her, why you popped the balloon? Now, mind you, he in a wheelchair. Let me tell y'all how dumbfounded and how stereotyped people is when it come down to us with a disability. Let me say this. So the young girl, she got children. So she popped the balloon, and the guy said, well, why you pop the balloon? She said, I popped the balloon because I think she said 2 or 4 children. She said, I got children, and I'm not trying to take care of nobody else that's in a wheelchair, basically. So if you're not trying to take care of nobody basically in a wheelchair, I bet you he more man than a man that she have children for. Clock that T. I bet you him in a wheelchair could treat you better than the man that you got them children for. Better yet, him in a wheelchair will probably be a better man than you ever had in your whole entire life. That part right there. So for y'all, the stereotype people because of their condition or their situation is diabolical. And then today I was looking at another one where they had another female in a wheelchair. And they was asking her a certain question. And she was saying, you ever had some wheelchair? Right. She was like, you ever had some wheelchair, for JJ? And the guy was like, no. So I think people stereotype us because they think, well, if you're in a wheelchair, if you can't work that thing down there, you need to have some fire your mouth. Not doing it. Not doing it. It got to be somebody special. If I was, it'll be somebody, it'll be my husband, it'll be somebody that this is what I chose to do, but not doing it because you already stereotype people in a wheelchair. So to y'all, we dead. And the last time I looked, it's still down there, it still work, and it still get hot. So for y'all to say, oh, well, they in a wheelchair, ain't nobody want him, ain't nobody want her, the devil is a lie. And the truth ain't in him. So when somebody asks me, oh, you still can have sex, and I said, I still got a pussy, dead. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the problem? Just because I can't walk don't mean that I'm still function down there. So a lot of y'all that stereotype, and then the fucked up part about it is that I didn't ask to be in a wheelchair. They didn't ask to be in a wheelchair. So all these people who didn't ask to be in a wheelchair, a lot of y'all out there need to educate yourself about people that's in wheelchairs. Everybody have different levels of paralyzed. Everybody have different stuff that didn't happen to them. Some people was in a car accident. You say I keep cussing. A lot of people cuss. They ain't sending no restriction for cussing. But I'm gonna stop cussing. Thank you. But anyway, other people be cussing, but I'm gonna stop cussing. Thank you anyway. But anyway, they got a lot of people that need to be educated on people that's in a wheelchair. They need to be educated and they need to know that everybody that wind up in the wheelchair ain't asked to be in a wheelchair. But to God be the glory. I thank God that I am in a wheelchair because I could have been laying in my grave. How about that? Oh, all right. Well, you can't say the body parts in the P word. All right. But I thank God, even though I'm in a wheelchair, I'm still blessed and highly favored. And I'm still putting my foot on y'all neck because y'all bored it. Like somebody said, oh, I was bullying them. And I was like, well, how can I be a bully from a wheelchair? Y'all gotta make shit make sense. How can I bully you from a wheelchair? That's the dumbest shit I ever had being in a wheelchair. I ever heard being in a wheelchair. I'm just saying, how can a person in a wheelchair, I'm just saying, be a bully? Use friendly language. All right, I will. How can me, as a person that's paralyzed from the waist down, be a bully? You got to be some kind of, can I say, stupid to let a person that's sitting down in a wheelchair with four tires bully you. You either got to be delusional or you got to be a coward. Because I'd be darned if I let somebody bully me and they came and stand up and look in my face. Y'all got to look down at me. I got to up at y'all. So how is that possible? I can be a bully to you. Like when they brought me to jail and charged me with resisting arrest. Can somebody make me understand? Right. Make me understand how I was charged with resisting arrest. Of course, the charge was thrown out because the judge was like, wow, really? Y'all got me handcuffed on the ground. How can I resist when I'm handcuffed and I'm paralyzed from the waist down? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. A lot of people came on here on TikTok. It got up to 100 people. When I started talking about them, a lot of people don't like that because we got one or two in every family. But at the end of the day, TikTok have restrictions for what they want to have restriction for. When they be on here talking about how ugly people is, calling them monkeys and calling them all kind of bad names, making fun of them and all that. TikTok, y'all like that. Y'all like when people degrade their own people. Y'all like all that. But I gotta be careful. But y'all have the men on here with no shirts on, and they got the little gym shorts, and they got the little whatever, and they making themselves look like they're bigger than what they is. So y'all biased. But yeah, so I say that to say people love you when it's convenient and when the conversation is comfortable. When you get on a subject and you go to talking about certain things, they be like, oh, she ain't talking about nothing. No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. So when I get on an uncomfortable subject, they run their ass off because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth because they can't handle the truth. That's why they come on and they run off. But at the end of the day, it's all good. They wanted to come over here and say, well, let me see what she's talking about. And is I'm talking about the mess. No, I'm talking about your ass, your ass, and your ass in your life. And I be asking a lot of y'all to share the videos to other people because the video might not be for you. You might not be living foul. You might be raising your children the way that you should be raising your children. So my message might not be for you. You might be dotting your I's and crossing all your T's, but the message is for somebody else. If it ain't for you, send it to somebody else that need to hear it. And a lot of people, they listen They hear me talking, but they're not listening to the message. But one day they're gonna want to hear the message because they're gonna be going through. And some of them going through right now. But my platform right now is not messier for them. My platform, hey Diane, Danella, I think I said it right. But my platform is for me to use it to save lives, to save some young girls and some young men life, life from the streets. And if I can do something to make a difference in some kids' life or some young adult's life, that's what I'm gonna do. With y'all or without y'all. Whether y'all come to my platform or not, because guess what? They got billions of people around the world. And they got millions and billions of people that never heard of a lady named Ann Lee. So to the ones that's not here and the ones that's leave off and the ones that, don't want to be a part of me and my platform, y'all could go ahead on and go somewhere else because at the end of the day, when y'all gone, God's sending some other people. And yeah, right now in their eyesight, oh, she got a lot of, I got close to 90 videos on YouTube. And a lot of my videos, a lot of y'all didn't see all my videos. But at the end of the day, I got a video for every day. If y'all want to go on my YouTube channel, I got all my old videos. Y'all can go and see all the old ones that y'all haven't seen. Y'all can go and watch video. I was doing videos every day about everyday life. Every day that I did a video, it was about everyday life because I told Jehovah, I don't want to use other people for my content. A lot of people making money off of talking about other people live. That's what worked for them. But I want me to go where I'm going using Jehovah. I don't want to degrade, talk down on other people. Even though I pass my opinion, I say how I feel, but I don't want to be one of the ones that I'm gonna go all out my way to degrade another sister, another brother to get to where I'm going. That's not what my platform for. Other people do what they want on their platform. Yeah, I do go listen to the mess. I do go listen to stuff, that other people be talking about. Because at the end of the day, I listen to a lot of stuff so I can see what I need to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That's their platform. How other people conduct their pages is how they conduct their pages. How I conduct my page is my message is to make a difference in somebody else's life, to make a difference in somebody else's child's life. That's why I have my platform. And if you want to be a part of whatever I'm about to be a part of, you can. If not, I'll be solo dolo. That part right there. It's not like y'all think some people, oh well, y'all think y'all pay my bills, or y'all think y'all be the cause of where I'm going, or we ain't gonna support her because we don't want her, we don't want her to make money. We don't want her. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna say it again. What's for me is for me. And what God's had for me, He gonna have it for me. Everybody started from the bottom. Everybody started from the bottom. Everybody that started their own business, everybody that started their own platform, everybody that started their own Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, started from the bottom. A couple of times on TikTok, I didn't went viral. I went viral a couple of times and didn't even know it. And when you make videos on TikTok, the people want you to be consistent. And I just was doing what everybody else was doing. I was making videos, and a lot of people liked them, but I didn't know that one time I woke up and my video was like, it went viral, and I didn't see it until weeks later. And I guess people was like, damn, she did one year to quit and we don't see her again. So what I do know is that when you do so much, people get tired of the same old thing. People get bored from the same old thing. So now that I'm on a positive tip and I'm doing things that I promised Jehovah that I was gonna do, a lot of people the worldly people don't want to hear that. The worldly people don't want to hear nothing about Jehovah. They don't want to hear nothing about your testimony. They don't want to hear nothing about you change your life. They don't want to hear nothing about you doing the right thing. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear how you beat somebody's tail. They want to hear how you punch somebody in the face. They want to hear how you cheating with somebody husband. They want to hear about how you almost unalive somebody. They want to hear about you fighting. They want to hear all the wrong stuff. That's the way of the world right now. But I be darned if y'all think that my platform not gonna be bigger than ever. I'ma keep on keeping on, and I know one day I'm gonna wake up to millions of people following me. Where have I been? I've been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube. I just haven't been on TikTok a whole lot. Um, Sorry, y'all miss me. I miss y'all too. But I chose to be dedicated to my YouTube channel. I have my own YouTube channel for the people that's on TikTok. It's I am Ann Mays. I have my Facebook. I have my IG. I mean, I'm just everywhere. I thank God that I'm able to wake up every day and have a word for my people on social media, and it's not a bad word. And if I could do anything for any one of y'all, I will. My YouTube channel, my name is I am Ann Mays. I am Ann Ann Mays Mays. That's my YouTube channel. So I'm gonna continue to do what Jehovah I promised him that I was gonna do, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not worrying about no mess and confusion. And at the end of the day, everybody got to start from somewhere. And at the end of the day, I didn't know I had a YouTube channel. I got another YouTube channel I've been trying to take down for the longest. I'm sure people that went over there thinking it, but this channel is I am Amy's. Y'all could pass it on. But a lot of people know of me, but a lot of people don't know that I have my own YouTube channel. And nobody could tell my story like me. I talk about my life. I talk about the things that I'm dealing with now. I talk about the things that I was dealing with in the past. I talk about me as being a mother. I talk about me as being a grandmother. And we all can relate in some form, in some type of way. We all are human and we all can relate. I can talk about something right now, and they got a female on each one of my platforms that's dealing with that right now. They got a female that's on my platform right now that have a husband, a significant other, and they cheating on them, and you know about it. You know about it, but you're willing to still hang on there because you're a fighter. Hang on in there because you're a fighter, and it ain't getting no better. It's getting worse. And the reason why the relationship is getting worse is because you should stand for more. You should stand for better. Don't stay in a relationship because you feel like in your mind that you can't do it by yourself. You can do it by yourself, and you ain't gonna never be by yourself because we are not by ourselves as long as we got Jehovah in our life. So they got a female on here right now that's in her feelings right now, and she know her husband or he know his wife is out there cheating, and you still willing to be with him because of the love and the bond that y'all have. But I'm gonna say this: you don't have to settle for that. You accepting that. That's because that's what you want to accept. But don't never think that is no way out of a relationship, a marriage, or whatever you might be going through right now. I prayed many days and a many nights. I say, Lord, please. When my last husband, he was like, you ain't gonna never find nobody like me. And you know what I said? I don't want nobody like you. Until this day, I don't ever want nobody like him ever again in my life. I don't want no man that's gonna disrespect me. I want a man that's gonna treat me like the queen that I am because I know who I am right now. I know I'm a queen. I always been a queen, but I didn't know it. Ain't nothing like looking in the mirror and don't know who you are. And it's a lot of y'all women around the world. Y'all look in the mirror, y'all put on y'all beautiful clothes, y'all beautiful on the outside, but y'all lost on the inside. Y'all really don't know who y'all are. Y'all really don't know whose y'all are. Y'all have low self-esteem. Y'all not happy with the person y'all see in the mirror. Even though you go out there and people tell you you're a queen and you're beautiful and you look good, you still feel like you're not good enough in your heart. No matter what Aunt May say, no matter what you say, no matter what I say, no matter what nobody say, you still feel ugly inside. On the outside, you could be beautiful. On the inside, a lot of y'all got to get y'all heart right. A lot of y'all. A lot of y'all on the outside looking in, y'all see a beautiful woman. Y'all won't be with the prettiest woman and all that kind of stuff. That some of the most beautiful women in the world have the nastiest attitude in the world. And it's sad because that's the way of the world. At one time, big women had low self esteem. Now, big women don't have no low self esteem. Their self esteem is to the roof. They don't give a darn if they got rolls in the back, in the front, in between the legs, at the bottom leg. They wearing the shorts, they wearing the skirts. Big women self esteem then went up. And a lot of like fine, beautiful women in their mind, they could get any man they want and in your mind. But if you got to alter everything about yourself, that means you are not happy with yourself. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this little extra skin in my face, I don't like it. But it's in my face because I lose and I gain weight. But I don't like it. And I'm not doing nothing about it. Because I'm a beautiful person on the inside. I'm about to be 60 years old. And I done seen some young ladies out there that look older than me because all the makeup they putting in their face. I see people put on so much of makeup and I be like, well, God, damn, that's a whole lot of makeup to make you look beautiful. And when you go home, you got to take almost an hour to get the makeup off your skin. Unlike me, I tried wearing makeup one time for my comedy show. And when I tell y'all that makeup ate my skin up, I don't do makeup. I get my eyebrows arched. I wear lipstick, but all that other stuff, that's not who I am. When you put on makeup, you hiding the person that you are. Now, some people put on makeup because they might have acne or certain things they don't like about themselves. Makeup make a lot of people look beautiful. That's what makeup does. But if you can go without makeup and still be beautiful, you got to be comfortable with yourself. You ain't got to be that woman every day of your life. You got to have a wig. At one time, us minority black people wasn't wearing wigs. The other people was wearing wigs, and we ain't even know nothing about it. Now, 80% of our minority black women wear wigs. And a lot of them don't have to wear wigs. We got black beautiful women that have beautiful hair. I done saw like my sister have hair all the way down to her butt, past her butt. And she cut all her hair off and started wearing the Brazilian. Started getting ad in here. And I was like, which make no sense at all. A lot of y'all gotta let y'all pause and y'all scalp breathe. A lot of y'all wearing the wigs and the weave, then ate up y'all scalp on the side, at the top. Either the either it then the glue then ate y'all sideburns and y'all hair, or maybe the sew or whatever y'all done damage y'all hair with wearing the weave and the wigs. A lot of y'all did that to yourself. And now is to the point of no return. A lot of y'all feel like y'all can't go without makeup and wigs. I remember I said we ought to have an all natural day. If we ever have an all natural day, just imagine how the world gonna look. I'm doing good, Dina. Just imagine how the world gonna look if nobody, I mean the celebrities, I mean Cardi B, I mean all of the females that wear makeup, no wigs, no weave, just be natural. Just have an all natural day. And I promise you everybody not gonna do it. Everybody can't do it. So that means the world is full of fake people. That means you can't be yourself. They might talk about me or say whatever they say, but I guarantee you, everything about my face is my face. I ain't had to go get nothing altered. I ain't had to pay to be somebody that I'm not. I'm the person that he created me to be. And whoever don't like me, oh well. Whatever you do, I love you more. Whatever you do it for you. If you get your weave done and your hair make you feel some type of way, make sure you do that for you. If you got your face done, Botox, if you got your breast, your butt, do it for you. Don't do it to please somebody else who you ain't promised to be with the rest of your life. I'm just saying, a lot of people doing stuff to please other people. What I'm doing on my platform is to please the youth, to draw them closer to Jehovah, to draw them closer to not making the mistakes that I made in my life. So if I can talk to your daughter, if I could talk to your son, and they're willing to listen to me, I could tell them about the birds and the bees and about life. And I could tell them if they're going down the wrong path, where they could wind up. Now, I wind up in a wheelchair stem from a slap, stem from me wanting to fight. Now, it was wrong for her to pum me, but it still don't make it right for me to put my hands on somebody else. Two wrongs don't make it right. So at the end of the day, she brought a pum to a fist fight, which was wrong. But I take accountability and be transparent within myself and say, well, Ann, you should have kept your hand to yourself. It's a lot of females out there fighting and it jumping and doing all that. But I thank God that nobody don't pull out a pum. See what I'm saying? You fight and no weapons and you live to see another day. To me, if you out there fighting and you use a weapon on a fist fight or a cat fight, use a coward to me. Anybody have to pick up something and bust somebody in their head or anything like that and y'all fist fighting, that's a coward move. So if y'all fighting from the hands and somebody win and somebody lose, that's the way it's supposed to go. You live to see another day. Now, if you got people out there with you and y'all fighting, I get the best of you and they jump in, that's some coward shit too. Because I feel like one-on-one, you let them fight until they get tired and they eventually, somebody gonna break. If they fighting to where somebody got their hand wrapped around the weave and somebody on top of somebody and now somebody got to get between both of them to break the fight up. That's if nobody don't want to stop. But nowadays, when you get into a fight and you out on the street, all I see is somebody coming from behind or way across the street and jump in the fight, and that wasn't even necessary. And a lot of stuff that's going on now is not necessary. But I thank God that He delivered me from all of that. He delivered me from the fake friends. He delivered me from the fake family members. He delivered me from the streets. He delivered me from a whole lot of stuff. I'm not worrying about being intimate. I'm not worrying about if I leave this earth a day or tomorrow. I'm at peace within myself. I'm at peace within myself. And I'm gonna be real with a lot of y'all. I can be with a man if that's what I chose. It's my choice. But at this point in my life, he gotta come correct. He can't come with no lies. He can't come with no being deceitful. He can't, AK, I'm good. He can't come wrong at me. Because if you come wrong at me when we on the phone or we holding a conversation and you say the wrong thing, that's a red flag to me. If I ask you a question and you lied to me, because you can tell when a person is lying, that's a red flag right there. It's time for you to run. Because they got people that's catfishing people on the internet. Hey, Gigi, thank you, Queen. They got people that's lying and they preying on the weak and the single women. Y'all, right now, that all is going on with the H, the I, and the V, we should have single women all over the world right now. We should have more single women than women in marriage and spouse and being with somebody. And I'm saying that to say, if y'all out there, y'all shouldn't be out there looking, lurking, because at the end of the day, you are more safe now being single than anything. And I ain't going, and then I can't say that. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Queen. I can't say that because you can be married and you can be loyal and faithful in your marriage, and he or she could go out there and cheat on you, and you could get caught up like that. I'm just saying. So, y'all got to be very mindful. If you got somebody good, hold on to them. Because right now, it's 5 women or more to every one man right now. 5 women or more to every one man right now. And do the women care? They don't care because some of them lonely and they desperate. And Ann Mays is not one of them. So to a lot of y'all females out there, y'all better think twice before y'all think about being desperate. They playing all kind of games. They play on the weak. They say, I'm so sick of y'all that try to get in my DM and try to convince me, oh, I'm a single man and I'm raising my little boy and my wife was unalive in an airplane crash or she was unalive in a car wreck. Y'all ain't tired of telling women that same old story. And a lot of y'all is falling for it. Do a lot of y'all not know that a lot of these men, they put up other people's face on their platform and they catfishing a lot of y'all. And a lot of y'all falling for it. Y'all think y'all talking to Joe and y'all talking to Joanne. Got to be more careful. Y'all think y'all talking to Kim and y'all talking to him. Got to be more careful. But that's the game that people are playing. Most definitely, a lot of y'all allowing people to come in y'all life through social media and y'all don't even know. I'm just saying, don't be deceived. And a lot of y'all right now is being deceived. Just wait on Jehovah. And when you wait on Jehovah, you got to know for sure is Jehovah. Because guess what, young queens, they got a man right now on this platform lurking. And he gonna come to you and he gonna treat you like the queen that you are. He gonna treat you like you want to be treated. And all the while, it's a setup. It's a setup. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So y'all be very mindful of what y'all want in life. And be mindful that y'all have children if y'all have children. If y'all have sons and daughters, y'all got to be very mindful the people that y'all bring over y'all children. We living in a world that's very, very scary. And a lot of y'all see a lot of stuff going on and y'all act like y'all don't see it. But at the end of the day, y'all gonna have to see life for what it is, whether y'all want to see it or not. Because it's coming. And it's gonna be knocking on each and every one of our door. It already done knocked on my door. I thank God that He caught me. He snatched me. And He chose me. And I passed it down to my children. I went to school. I went to church with my children when they was young. I taught them right from wrong. And they know how to love. And at the end of they know how to survive. First of all, y'all got to teach y'all children how to survive. Just like these little children learn how to operate these cell phones, these tablets, if they can learn how to operate cell phone, tablets, TVs, it ain't too young for you to teach them about life. I was talking to my son, and he said my little grandbaby is friendly. And I told my son, I want you to teach her now. And he teach her stranger danger. Because she a hugger. And she a beautiful little girl. And I promise you on my life, if anybody try to do anything to any one of my grandchildren that's innocent, I ain't going to say what I'm going to do to them on here. But just know I'm coming. No questions asked. I'm coming. On sight. That's the grandma I am. So a lot of y'all is the cause. Y'all the cause of certain things that's happening in y'all children's life. Thank y'all for the love on TikTok. Thank y'all Queens and Sandra and all y'all Cheryl, Angel. Thank y'all for the love on YouTube. Thank y'all for the love, Rondell, all on Facebook. But a lot of y'all, it starts with y'all as parents. Y'all gotta chastise y'all children even when y'all don't want to. Y'all gotta chastise y'all children even if it hurt. And yes, Sandra, only the strong survive. And a lot of y'all be talking about what y'all can. You know what I hate? Not literally, because I don't like to use that word. When people that I talk to, well, I ain't got this, and I can't afford this, and I can't afford that, and I ain't got money like certain people. I told one of my little cousins, I said, stop saying it. I said, stop saying that you ain't got this and you ain't got that. I said, because everything you saying what you ain't got. When I told her to stop saying that, God started blessing her and opening doors for her. And I'm telling y'all some real shit. Stop saying, because that is in the power of the tongue. Speak life over your children. Speak life over your life. Speak life over your marriage. Speak life over your fiance. Speak life over your mama, your daddy, your children, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle. Speak life over the people that you love. Speak life. Because I didn't been around people where they didn't say, oh yeah, so and so ain't gonna live. They're gonna be just like their mama. They're gonna be just like their daddy. They spoke that into existence on their children and their grandchildren, and that's the way that they are. I always wanted my kids to be better than me. I always say, Lord, whatever I did, let my sins fall on me. I don't want my sins to fall on my children. I don't want the things that I did to be reflected on my children or my children. Everything I did, let me pay for my own sin. A lot of y'all is very selfish out here. A lot of y'all done did shit, and y'all know what y'all done did. Hey, Shalik, the queen, y'all know what y'all done did, and y'all sins then fell on y'all children. Because you could see somebody and be like, well, damn, you just like your you just like your daddy. You just like your mama. But I tell you one thing, I bet you they can say to my children, girl, you ain't nothing like your mama. Boy, you ain't nothing like in a good way. In a good way. But at the end of the day, it's a good thing that people could say, oh, you ain't nothing like your mama was. And I like when people say, y'all play with Miss Ann. Y'all lucky. Is that's not y'all lucky she ain't the Ann she used to be. And that let me know that people know and then they see the growth in me and the change in me. When somebody say, girl, you lucky she ain't the Ann she used to be, that let me know, that speak volume. That let me know and let people know, let me know that they see that I'm a changed person. Even though they try to ridicule you and bring up your past and the stuff you did in the past, I don't do that no more. I'm not that person no more. I'm totally different. When somebody say, I don't want, when somebody say, oh, I want to be just like you. So you, young girl that's out there, that's younger than me, I thank God that you didn't turn out to be just like me, like I was. And for the men out there that be saying, girl, back then you ain't want to give me no play. You ain't look at me. Boy, you ought to be thankful. And you ought to thank God that I ain't give you no play back then. Because I would have did you in. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, Shalit. I thank God for change. I thank God that I don't live the way I used to live. I'm not scared of nobody. Don't get it twisted. And what was in you could be in you again if you allow it to come back in you. But I don't want to be that person because that girl and back then, girl, I upset, like Byron Cole said, I upset the setup. I will upset the setup in Byron Cole verse. And I don't want to be that girl never again in life. And I will never be that girl that I was coming up. Because that girl wasn't nothing nice. So a lot of y'all parents, y'all look at y'all kids, and I tell you one thing. When you look at your seed and look at your children, they either gonna have a lot of you in them, or they're gonna have some of you in them and some of that man that you was in love with in them. They're gonna have either or. They might have a lot of you and a little bit of him, or a lot of him and a little bit of you. It ain't up to you. That's the man you chose to lay down with. That's the woman you chose to lay down with and have children with. Don't hate the children. That's life. That's the woman you was in love with at one time. That's the man you was in love with at one time. And now you acting like you hate her gut or his gut. But that's the person we was in love with. I don't hate nobody, Tracy, Dina. I don't hate nobody. I hate what they did to me. Quite natural, I do. But and they got people out there I hate what I did to them. Fair exchange ain't no rival. I hurt people and people hurt me. And they say hurt people hurt people. I done been hurt enough to know not to hurt nobody else. Because when you hurt somebody on here right now playing games with somebody feelings, and if you keep on playing with their feelings, it ain't gonna be no good look. I'm just saying. If you don't want her or you don't want him, walk away. Move around. Move around. Because it's gonna wind up bad. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for the love. Either you're gonna stay in a toxic relationship and deal with it, or you're gonna move around. If you're in a toxic relationship, let me say this, y'all. They have abusive men and they have abusive women. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. If a man would disrespect me and say the wrong thing, I promise I will put hands on them. And is that right? No, it's not right. So if you don't want a man to abuse you, keep your hand to yourself. Even if you catch him cheating, just walk away. Be angry, be mad. I'd rather for you to throw the clothes out the house or do whatever you're gonna do to the clothes or whatever, whatever. That ain't gonna change nothing, but that'll make you feel good. But keep your hand to your darn self. Keep your hand to yourself. I was one of them women where if I catch you in the lie and we're in the car, you could be driving. Pop, you know. I keep my hand to myself. I better yet, I don't want to be in a relationship with nobody if I gotta be abusive. I don't want to be in a relationship with nobody that's a liar because I'm old enough and wise enough to know when you're lying. And if you tell one lie, you got to tell another one. So I'd rather be by myself before I be with somebody in a toxic relationship. And they got a lot of women around here that's and a lot of men around here that's in relationship and they saying, oh well, I love my children and they end the marriage or the relationship for stability or for the children. People use all kind of excuses why they don't want to leave people. But if it don't fit, don't force it. And a lot of y'all forcing relationships. A lot of y'all in relationship, and I'm gonna say it again, y'all got company. Y'all got somebody y'all spending time with. Y'all got somebody y'all afraid to leave. Y'all got somebody that pay y'all bills. Y'all got somebody that temporarily hug and kiss and make love to you temporarily. They, y'all got somebody, their body's there with y'all, but their mind is on the other side of town. Just because you got a man or a woman and a physical body is there with you, don't mean that their mental is with you. A lot of y'all women might not want to believe that, but you can have a man every day, come home to you every day, pay all the bills, never showed you a sign of infidelity, and still out there cheating. He doing all the right things and all the wrong things at the same time. He doing everything he should be doing as a husband, as a fiance, as a boyfriend, as a friend or whatever. He doing all the right things and all the wrong things at the same time. I'm just saying. And a lot of y'all accepting the bull crap. I went through so much in my life to at the end of the day, once I realized and I kept praying and crying and crying out to God, I said, you know what? I don't ever want a man like them never again in life. I don't want a man that's gonna mistreat me mentally or physically. I'd rather be by myself before I put up with a man and his shenanigan and his lying and all that kind of stuff there. No. And just because y'all on the outside looking in and y'all see people happy wife, happy life, y'all on the outside looking in thinking it's all the grass is green on the other side and it's really not. Stop comparing your life to other people's life. Your life is your life. Even if you by yourself, somebody in a marriage, somebody in a relationship, and they wishing they could get out. They want to get out, but they scared. They want to get out, but they stand because of the children, or they stand because of the family, or they stand because of what people on the outside gonna see. Be your own person. Stop worrying about the naysayers. Stop worrying about how other people feel about you and what negative people feel about you. Worry about how Jehovah feel about you first in your life. Because if you love Jehovah, at the end of the day, everything that you're going through, when that person deceive you and mistreat you, he the one you're gonna have to go to. He the one that give us strength. He the one that allow us to endure. That's why they say weep and do for a night and joy come in the morning. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Without Jehovah in my life, right? Kids do what you let them do. Without Jehovah in my life, I don't know where would I be. I don't know what I would have been in. I have a in my mind. I think about where would I be, but at the end of the day, I thank God that He's in my life. A lot of y'all let your children run your life. A lot of y'all need to be held accountable for the things that y'all allow your children to do. I got a little great niece that was out of hand with her mom. I told her mom let her come stay with me until she finished school. But I guess she was listening to me, but I wasn't trying to take her daughter. I just felt like my little niece need help. For some people, they listen to you and they see certain things. I don't want to die. All I want to do is give my little niece a better life. Anytime a young child thinking about doing somebody something, thinking about chopping somebody up, they need immediately help. And I gave my extended hands to help. My niece never got back with me, but I tried. So a lot of y'all parents need to be held accountable for not getting y'all children the proper help they need. It's a lot of y'all out there, y'all friends with y'all children. It's okay to be a so-called friend of your child. But what about chastising them, letting them know wrong from right? Thank you, Queen. What about chastising them, letting them know wrong from right? Y'all children need to be disciplined. Y'all children need to know the truth. Y'all need to stop lying to y'all daughters and y'all sons. Y'all need to stop lying to y'all children about the absent parent. Y'all need to stop making up accusations about the absent parent. If you and your spouse didn't get along, can y'all please just keep the children out of that? Can y'all please just say, you know what? We just couldn't get along. But all the lies, all the fairy tale lies, lying to the children, oh, he wasn't good and he did this. And even if he wasn't no good, even if he wasn't no good, maybe he ain't good to you, but maybe he'd be good to y'all children. I despise a man that mistreat his children and get with another family and have stepchildren and treat the stepchildren better than the way they treat their own children. I despise men like that. I think if you got stepchildren, it's bad enough you in house with your stepchildren. It's bad enough you didn't did more for your stepchildren than you didn't did for your biological children because they in house with you. I don't like that. I feel like just as much as you be there for your stepchildren, your flesh and blood children, you should make sure they always straight, even if they're not in house with you. Me and somebody had this conversation the other day, and I was saying that all right, some men they get mad when a woman put them on child support, and they feel like if they buying a child clothes and doing stuff for the child, that's enough. Now some of us gonna agree to disagree, and I'm gonna give y'all my answer. If a man is not on child support, and just because he buying his child Jordans clothes and the child don't want for Jordans and clothes and all that, that's not enough. I feel like clothes and shoes and all that is not food, it's not light, it's not water, it's not gas, it's not all the necessity things that a child needs. So do I feel like if a man is not contributing to the household, I feel like he need to be put on child support. I'm not gonna have you laying up with Sally. You taking care of her children. You doing all of the above. You making sure her and her children have a roof over their head. You making sure her children have everything they need, holidays and all that. making sure they have clothes, water, lights, and all that. And on the other hand, you're going to say, you take care of your children. Oh, wow. So how can a man be mad or get mad if a woman put him on child support? No, but he feel like Wanda. He feel, well, she living with a man. She got a man. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You living with a woman. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. Right string, wrong yo-yo. So if your significant other got children, just because you buy immaterial stuff, don't mean that you taking care of them. Now, who disagree? So some of y'all stepmamas, y'all feel like, oh well, she got a man. You don't need to be getting no money. You don't need to be. Why? She got a man and he got you. And he taking care of you at the household, making sure all the bills with you and your children, that's not his kids, making sure they got a roof over their head, making sure they got everything that they need. But you gonna get mad if he give his baby mama a couple of dollars to make sure his child have light and water. So you mean to tell me y'all just gonna be selfish? Y'all just gonna feel like, oh well, he shouldn't be getting her no money to pay her light bill. He shouldn't be helping her with her rent and all that. But he paying all the bills by you. Y'all gotta make it make sense. He could pay all your bills, and they ain't even all his children, but he can't help and pay bills where his child live. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to stop. And then the men have the nerve to be mad about being put on child support. If you know you making a good bit of money and you know you taking care of the household where you at, if you was a smart man, you know what you'll do? You'll avoid getting put on child support. You'll take care of your child, buy them, you can buy them whatever you want, shoes, clothes, or whatever. And guess what? You'll send $300, $400, $500 a month where she ain't got to put you on child support. And they ain't even a lie. Dang, you so caught up into your emotions and your feelings, so you worrying about her being with another man, but you living with another woman and her children and taking care of her children, and your children is being a little neglected. Not to say the mother not taking care of the child, but what's wrong with you saying, let me pay 2 of your bills. Better yet, let me send you half of your rent to make sure that my child got a roof over their head. But y'all so caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feelings to the man or the step mom or whoever, then convince him that you ain't got to give her no money. You ain't got to be spending no money. You don't live over there and this and that. We do enough for that child. Oh, you ain't saying all that he taking care of you and yours. He making sure you and yours is straight, but you can't make sure her and hers is straight. And it's strange how YouTube, I got 8 people on here, and TikTok, you got 8. It's strange. With 21,000 likes. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But a lot of y'all females and males, y'all got to stop. And the reason why I say y'all got to stop is y'all being selfish. And being selfish don't look good. You being selfish is going to come back to haunt you. If you got stepchildren and your significant other or your fiance or your husband is taking care of you and all them children that's not his, why should you get mad if he contribute to his baby mama where his children lay their head at? If me as a woman, and I'm married to a man and he got children, right? And even though he buy for his children, if he would say, Ann, look, my baby mama need a couple of dollars, or my baby mama need me to send her half of the rent, she ain't got it this month. You know what? I got to put me aside, and I got to put myself in her shoes. And I got to say, you know what? Go ahead on and send it to her, because that's the right thing to do. But some of y'all so self-centered and y'all gonna get caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feeling. You don't need to be sending that B no money and all that kind of stuff. She got a whole man and you do too. It's all right for him to take care of you and your children. That's not his again. And with his. But it ain't okay for him to take care of his children, even though she with somebody else. And maybe they fell off. Even she got a man, she got a man, and you got a woman. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. I'm just saying. A lot of y'all women's got to wake up and y'all got to see life for what it is. Y'all might see it like, oh, I ain't crazy. I ain't not crazy. I ain't got plenty of sense. I ain't got plenty of knowledge. But all I'm saying is, y'all got to be the man or the woman in the mirror. Y'all got to look at life and see life for what it is. You got to put yourself in another woman's shoe and be like, well, damn, that make a lot of sense. Hey, Phyllis, hey, Queen. That make a lot of sense. Some of us get caught up in our feelings, get caught up in our emotions, but at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong. And I promise y'all, if y'all decide to do what's right, you're going to always win. When you decide to do what's right, you're going to always win. I decide to live right. I decide to do what's right. I decide to make a difference in somebody else's life. And God ain't been doing nothing but blessing me. This is my season. I'm not worrying about the naysayers. I'm not worrying about the people that's not here. I'm focused on the people that's here now, because at the end of the day, God about to send a whole people from around the world to come in my direction. I receive it, I decree, and I declare. So I don't worry about me having the little people that be on my life. Because you know what I know? Everybody had to start from somewhere. But they're not dealing with a person that never had. I had before, so I'm not anxious for nothing. I'm not anxious. I talk to Jehovah and we have a conversation. And whenever I apply myself and I work, see, faith without work is dead. I'm working, people, in my OG murder verse. I'm working. So when you work, you get paid. And I'm going to constantly keep on working and it's going to pay off. So the people who are not here, who's not around, we don't focus on them. We focus on the now. I'm focused on the people that's here right now. If I got one person and I didn't say something to make a difference in their life, I did more than all them people did that got all them millions, all them thousands of people that's following. If I touch one person on each one of my platforms, I did a lot. That means that speak volume. That means that at the end of the day, I made a change in somebody's life. And that's my goal. My goal is when I come on my platform each and every day is to make a difference in somebody's life. And I promise y'all, I do know every day when I come on a platform, I know I made a difference in somebody's life. Even if it's a male, a female, a young adult, or old adult, no matter who it is, I know without a shadow of doubt, Shalita, I made a difference in somebody's life. I know. And if people come on, peep in, leave out or whatever, that don't faze me. And some people I'm never going to give up on. Some people I'm going to keep on inspiring them, keep on speaking life into their life, keep on throwing invitations at them. And sooner or later, they coming. Just what y'all don't want to happen is going to happen. See, when people be saying people looking for clout on social media, so if all us on social media and all us got a platform, that sound kind of selfish to me. Because everybody is looking for clout if that's the case. But let me tell y'all the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm looking for souls. I'm looking to be an inspiration to somebody. I'm looking to save somebody. I'm looking to say the right thing to somebody and they change their mind about trying to unalive themselves. I'm looking to change somebody's life. They change their mind about abusing their wife, abusing their husband. I'm looking to change somebody who look in the mirror and have low self-esteem. I'm looking to change somebody to draw them closer to Jehovah and know that we all are imperfect people. That's who I am. That's who I am. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people that's willing to listen and say, you know what, Ann? Everything that you said made a lot of sense. And you know what? Ain't none of us perfect, but I'm going to get my life or my house in order. That's the type of people that I'm looking for. I'm looking for people to say, you know what, Ann? I was on your live and thank God for the word that you shared. Thank God for the wisdom that you shared. Thank God for you saying what you said. That made me a stronger man, a stronger woman. That made me look at life totally different. See what I'm saying? Darling and Paulette, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of people that I'm looking for. The people that's going to say, you know what, Ann? You really have changed your life. You really, I ain't looking for the people that say, oh, she be cussing too much and she crazy and all this. You know why they say all that? She be cussing too much and all that. And you know what I want to ask them, the ones who say I be cussing too much and all that, what you be doing? And I'm not asking for a friend. What you be doing outside the cussing and all that? Because guess what? I can be transparent. I can do a comedy show in the church house without cussing. Any one of y'all, I ain't got to lie. Go on my Facebook page. I did a comedy show in a wheelchair and I was in church. And I ain't saying not one curse word. And I had the audience, the people in the church, laughing out their seats. So I can be transparent. I can be the person that, like somebody say, oh, you don't need to. I could come on TikTok without cussing. But when I'm angry and I'm mad, sometimes I got to stoop down. I don't have to. I stoop down to other people's level. Just because you're a Christian or you're a woman or a man or guy don't mean that you can't go in the club. Just because I'm a woman or guy don't mean that I can't go in the club. And every time I go out or I go in the club, guess what? I don't drink. I don't drink no alcohol. I don't do none of that. But if I go in the club, guess what? They could judge. They go, oh well, how she say she a Christian? How she love God and she be in the club and still be talking about Jehovah. Clock that T. I could go in a gambling house. I could go to a casino. I can go anywhere that Jehovah led me to go. Just because you go to that gambling shack, cuz don't mean that you ain't God's child. Just because you do what makes you happy, don't mean that you ain't God's child. So you can enjoy your life by going pull a slot machine. It all depends on what you do and how you do it. Long as you don't lose all your bill money. Long as you go and you put your little bill money on the side and you play the little penny machine or whatever, anything could be a problem when it's greed. Like you're alcoholic because I guess when you drink too much, you become an alcoholic. But I could take a drink right now, and I'm gonna tell you, I can't even get drunk. I can take a drink right now, and I can't even get drunk. And you know why? Because my spirit. My husband used to be drinking, and he used to go get the little vodka and stuff like that, and he'll ask me to have a little drink or something like that, and I take a little sip, and I'd be like, nah, I can't drink because that's not who I am. That's not who I am. And then me, I know when I take a sip. I don't know how to act. So I'm running from alcohol because I don't know how to act. So I'm not gonna drink. I'm not gonna do all the things that I know. I know who I am. I don't know about y'all. I know my limitation. I know what I can do and what I can't do. And I know if I ever go to the casino, girl, you better just take what you're gonna play. And when you lose that, you roll on out of there. So if I ever was to go to the casino and play the machine, girl, I'm not bringing more than enough because I'm gonna sit there and play. And if I lose, I'm gonna play all of it. I know what I should do and what I shouldn't do. I know my do's and my don'ts. You gotta know yourself. You gotta know how to deal with you, the inner person. You gotta know how to turn yourself off and on. You gotta know how when people judge you and try to look at you some type of way, you gotta have that I don't give a F like me. I don't care. I don't care how people feel about me. If I cared, I wouldn't have told the world what was going on with my life. I wouldn't have never told the world what was going on with my life, but I did. I chose to tell everybody. And so if I chose to tell y'all what was going on in my life, why should I feel some type of way? Why should I be bothered? And I never forget somebody said something about I ain't have nothing to live for. The devil is a lie. I got beautiful grandchildren and children and family members and people that really, really love me. So the devil is a lie. So I don't know where y'all came up with that. But at the end of the day, I got a lot to live for. I got people that really, really look forward to me every day coming on this live. And sometimes when I don't come on here, they be mad. And they be talking about me under their breath and their brain, talking about she said she was gonna go. Because people really, really love me and they don't be saying it in a mean way, but they be looking for me because I give them my word. And sometimes I be drained and I be like, you know what? Today is not the day. But I gave y'all my word. And if ain't nothing going on, no matter where I'm at, I try to make it my business to let y'all know here I go. Because every day somebody looking for a word. Somebody going through every day and somebody needs a word. And at the end of the day, I'm the messenger and I got to deliver the message. I don't give a darn if it's one or two people on my lives. I still got to go through with the message. That's like somebody got a job. If if it's 10 of y'all got a job and 9 of them don't show up, you got to show up because that's how you pay your bills. All the other ones, they probably saved their money to pay their bills. You probably spent all your money, so you know you got to get up and go to work because if you don't get up and go to work, you don't get paid. And I'm dedicated to a lot of y'all. I don't care about the ones who not on my page, who don't come to my page. I'm not worrying about them because we live in a world with billions of people, and they got billions of people never heard of Miss Ann Mays. And guess what? They coming. It's just a matter of time. But I'm persistent, and this the longest job I probably ever had. Out of all the jobs in my life, I probably stood on a job for 1 or 2 months. I didn't have to work for nobody because I always had my grandmother at grocery store. We always had family business, and I never really had a job. And the jobs I did have didn't last long because I didn't stay on the job long. So this is a job for me, and I tell my own hat to myself. I've been putting in work. I got almost 90 videos on YouTube, and a lot of y'all didn't see a lot of videos that I have on YouTube. So even on the weekends, y'all could go to my YouTube channel and watch videos. Y'all will be entertained every day of the week if y'all go on my YouTube channel. And there's a lot of videos that y'all never seen. And there's a lot of stuff about my life that I never told y'all. And hey, Queen, and there's a lot of things that I want to share, but why should I share my story without selling my story? I have a very interesting life, and I know my life is a movie and a book. And why should I just give it away when it's for sale? I guarantee you, if I sit down with somebody and share my entire life story with them, it's automatically in their mind, this is a movie, this is a book, and it's going to be a darn good one. So a lot of y'all, a lot of things that's going on with y'all kids, y'all got to be honest with them, whether they like it or not. Y'all got to be transparent. Y'all got to take accountability. And as I get older, I be hearing people saying stuff, and I be listening to people, and I be like, there you go. See, a lot of y'all got kids, but y'all never really had that talk with your kids about your past, about your life. Your kids around here wondering, well, why I'm like this? Hey, Carm, I love you more? Why I'm like this? Why I'm going through this? Why my children like this? Why this and why that? It starts with us as parents. I love my children. I love my nieces, my nephews. And out of all my nieces and nephews, I feel like a lot of them should be picking up the phone, calling me, and not just calling me when they want something. I was there for each and every one of them. And now they're young adults and they don't even call. And I be trying to figure out, well, what's really going on? But let me tell you something. They got people that could get in the children's mind and say things around them and make them feel some type of way about you. Now, in my family, they consider me as the messy one. Thank you, Queen. They consider me as the messy one. And let me tell y'all why they consider me as the messy one. I speak my mind. I don't bite my tongue. I be real and I say what I feel. I'm not throwing a rock and hiding my hand. I don't give a damn if it's my nieces, my nephew, my sister, my brother, my aunties, my uncle. I'm going to say how I feel. I'm going to say it in a respectable way, whether they like it or not. And somebody then throw the monkey wrench into the family and portray me to be the bad guy. Because you mean to tell me out of all my nieces and nephews, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I didn't practically been there for all of them. I didn't watch damn near all of them. I didn't did for all of them. And it's sad to say somebody then said something that made them feel some type of way about me. And I already know where it come from. But I'm not angry, I'm not mad. As they get older, what y'all should be doing is teaching your children to love the people that love them. It's a cold world out here. And y'all never know who those children gonna need. And before I leave this earth, you never know. Out of all my nieces and nephews that I done been good to, when my birthday comes, they should be some of the first ones to call and say, happy birthday, Auntie. But it starts with the parents. Because in spite of my imperfection, in spite of my ex's imperfection, my children could never be around me and say nothing negative toward their fathers or nothing negative toward somebody that been good to them or been in their life. Now they got people that then mistreated them and they feel some kind of way. And I still be telling them respect them anyway. But at the end of the day, they grown and now they young adult and they see for themselves. And if people treat them some type of way and their children some type of way and divide their children and all that, they have a right to protect their peace with their children. And I talk to my children and I teach my children about love, respect, and honor. But if you disrespect my children and my children see the way you talk about their mama or talk about them or mistreat them or show any type of favoritism and all that, and if they feel some kind of way, I didn't have to tell them nothing. They see it with their own eyes. They see it with their own eyes. So I'm glad that my children are old enough to see life for what it is. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are separating the family, the generation, because they caught up in their emotion and their feelings. And it's sad. It's so sad. I'm not on this internet. I will get on this internet and lie and talk about my family or degrade my family. And I am going to say all my nieces and my nephew, they all on social media. They see all kind of stuff. But somebody then lied to a lot of them. Even some of the adult ones. even when they get mad about stuff that I have no control over. And at the end of the day, I didn't make sure you were straight. I didn't went against other people for y'all. I didn't uh been over backwards for a lot of y'all. And y'all turn y'all back on me and y'all feel some type of way. At the end of the day, I pray for y'all. I give y'all to God. I still love y'all. But again, it starts with the parents. Even though my children are young adults, I still teach my children and tell my children, in spite of whatever you might be going through or whatever, however you feel, I would never turn them against their aunties, their uncle, their daddy, or nobody. I want my children to respect their aunties, their uncle. I want them to treat them like they treat them. But at the end of the day, don't let nobody disturb your peace. If they don't want to mess with you, you ain't got to mess with them. We got family members that they know we family members, and at the end of the day, they don't invite us to shit. They just feel like, but the cold part about it, what's gonna happen is their children gonna wind up sleeping with their cousin, and then they're gonna be like, oh well, we should have told them that that was their family. No, y'all too caught up into your own ego to thinking y'all better than somebody, and now two cousins is messing around, or two cousins might wind up with children. And it's sad they got family members that think they better than the other side. They got this side of the family, or they think they bad, so we ain't inviting them to the family reunion. They got family on this side, or we ain't inviting them. We don't know them people. We don't mess. We literally got people, because I got a niece that's like that. I got a biological niece that say I don't know them people, and if I show her the picture and we showed her the picture, her mama and me showed her the picture where she grew up with the same people. She said, I don't know them people. Girl, please. That's your bloodline. That's your cousins. That's your first cousin. And you so caught up into your emotions and your feelings. So you saying, oh, I don't know them people. Wow. Separating the generation. Head rise my head queen. Separating the generation. I got two nephews with the same name. I got nieces with the same names, same exact names, and it's sad for y'all to say, hey, Cornella, for y'all to say, oh, I don't know them people. We don't mess with them people and all that. Girl, because y'all caught up in y'all emotions and y'all feelings is sad. It's sad. But the sad part is when one day they wind up meeting their cousin, wind up meeting their cousin, and wind up, let me get this off my face, wind up having relation with their cousin because y'all so caught up into y'all stupidity and caught up in y'all feeling, so y'all dividing the generation. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad to say they got cousins around here playing cousins. Oh, that's your cousin. No, they're not. Oh, that's your cousin. No, they're not. Y'all got children or closer to children that's not their cousin. Y'all got children that's closer to children that's by marriage, that's not their biological cousin, but they cousins by marriage. They are more closer to their cousins by marriage than their real biological cousins because of y'all. And it's sad because y'all caught up in your emotions and y'all caught up in your feelings. A lot of them don't like me because, oh, you know what? People don't like when you talk about family. Wow. Family talk about family behind closed doors. Family drag for family to other people. So nobody can talk about family better than family. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Family shouldn't be shady. Because I'm loyal when it comes down to family. I'm loyal when it comes down to people that I love. Now ask me, is they loyal when it comes down to me? Hell to the no. But I'm the loyal one. I'm the one gonna pull up. I'm the one gonna be on site. I'm the one gonna go and handle business. But ask me, is they gonna do the some of them gonna do the same for me? I got strangers, I got so-called brothers and sisters that's gonna come out there in that water faster than some family members. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But the family, they get mad. Oh, well, you know, down there, people don't tell family business and this and that. Well, so y'all don't think when y'all be on the internet and y'all be out in the street and y'all be doing all kind of disrespectful stuff, y'all don't think people don't see what family be doing out in the streets of family? Well, that's my cousin, but I don't mess with her. That's my sister, but we don't talk. That's my friend. We used to be friends and this and that and all that kind of stuff there. Friends, cousins, mamas, daddies, uncles, aunties. Like y'all, we don't need enemies. Y'all are some of the worst people in the world. The ones that y'all the ones that could hurt us more than anybody. The people you love is the ones is your biggest critics, the biggest haters, and they can hurt you more than anybody in the world. The ones who know you. The people that don't know you, then I don't worry about the people that don't know me. And I'm at a point in my life where I don't worry about the people even know me. I don't worry about how my family feel about me. I don't worry about how my family don't support me. I don't worry about none of that. But the minute when I get my blue check, they're gonna feel some type of way and say, "Oh, well, she don't do nothing for her family, and she ain't." What family did for her? Did family ever come to me? I clean my own house. I cook for myself. I take care of myself. I do everything for myself. Where family at? So when I get my big blue check, why should I bless family? Where family was when I needed them? Y'all sound so stupid. If I win a lottery, I'm gonna take care of my whole family. I'm gonna buy everybody a house. Not on Mary, the little lamp, and a lamp that ain't even existing. Not. Why should I? Why should you, if you win a lottery, why people feel like if you get a lawsuit or you get some money, why they feel like they entitled? That's like a married man. You married to a man and he mentally and physically abuse you and he not there anymore and something happened to you. Why should he be entitled to your money? Why should he be entitled to your pension? Why should he be entitled to anything when he didn't cheat? Some women or some men out there right now, their pension is going to their ex. Their money is going to their ex. Long as they're not married to nobody else, they get some of their money. I'm just saying. Some women and some man is right now together. They're not getting married to nobody else. They done been with people for decades. Long as they're not married, they collecting their unalive spouse money. I bet you all didn't know that, huh? I bet you y'all didn't know that, huh? Somebody got a good man. Somebody got a good woman. Somebody got a good husband. Somebody got a good wife. And they not getting married because she collecting money from her unalive husband. He collecting money from his unalive ex-wife. So y'all two in love, but ain't none of y'all gonna marry each other because if y'all marry each other, the money gonna stop. So y'all rather live in sins. And I know they're saying, and what I don't care about what you're saying. That's your life. I'm just getting them. I'm getting some of these young people the game. Y'all can stay together. What you mean to tell me? He said, "What profits a man to gain the whole world and lose they soul?" So that means y'all two together. He getting money from his ex-wife. She getting money from her ex-husband. And y'all love each other. Y'all want to be married. So y'all got to pretend that y'all married in y'all mind. Because none of y'all don't want to cut the money off from y'all spouse. That's not even no longer here. Wow. So y'all living off the people that's unalive. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nobody, he not marrying you because he ain't trying to cut off the benefits from his ex-wife. And she not marrying you because she not trying to cut off the benefits from her ex-husband. But if that's the life y'all chose to live, that's your life. And you ain't trying to marry her, and she ain't trying to marry you. And y'all done been together for decades. And y'all saying it's cheaper to keep them. So it's cheap for y'all to stay together and be together and living like, acting like y'all married, common law. But ain't none of y'all letting go these people that's no longer here because y'all benefiting. I mean, I understand. That's your whole life, and it ain't my life, And I understand. I didn't been married full time. And I ain't get a dime from none of it. No spouse support, no none of that. And if I would have known then what I know now, I would have been collecting some money too. But I still would have wanted to go on with my life. I'm not playing house with nobody. I'm not playing make believe with nobody. I'm not holding on to nobody because at the end of the day, my blessings come from Jehovah. And guess what? Y'all ever thought of where if you say, well, babe, enough is enough. We didn't save enough money to live the rest of our life. We can cut that. If both of y'all come together and both of y'all didn't save enough money, and now y'all got enough money, and y'all can stop being selfish with one another, y'all could get married, and y'all could live a happy life, happy wife, happy husband. But no, both of y'all, nobody won't give up on that money. Money play a hell of a part in marriage and relationships. So nobody ain't like you know what, Ann. I understand what you talking about, but I ain't finna stop my little check on the third from my unalive person, and I'm not doing it. So that's your life. That's the way y'all chose to lead. I mean to live, and it ain't my life. Y'all live your life, Linda, the way y'all want to live. At the end of the day, I'm just getting somebody the game. They got a lot of people that's shacking up. They got a lot of people that got company. They got a lot of people that's living together. That's they love each other, but they're not in love with each other. They there for stability. They there for their own personal reason. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's your business. But at the end of the day, I will tell y'all God don't bless no mess. He don't. I ain't afraid to take a chance. I know the Alpha, Omega. I know who take care of me. I know who supply my each and every need. So me, y'all saying us as single women, we need a man. I do need a man in Jehovah. Because that's who been supplying my each and every need. When a man not here, he protect, he cover, and everything I need and everything I want. He give it to me. He ain't failed me yet. To the unbelievers out there. When y'all see the things, the finer things that I have in life, it came from him. He ain't never left me and he ain't never forsaken me. I done been a blessing to other people. And when I've been a blessing to them, he gave me that back in some. And I'm gonna buy me a house this year. I'm gonna buy me a house this year. I had a house I was buying when I was 28 years old, and I'm going to buy me a house this year again. I'm speaking it this year. How about that? It ain't never too late. I'm about to be 60 years old. Somebody, oh, I don't want, it's a lot of maintenance and all that. Girl, stop being a blessing blocker. Stop hating. That's you. If you don't ever want to, all y'all done been through with y'all life and this and that, your life and my life is totally different. The way you live your life, the way you chose to live your life is totally different from my life. Yes, I'm gonna get me a house. I'm gonna be able to maintain it. I'm gonna be able to take care of it. And in Jehovah's name, in Jesus' name, everything that I need, He gonna supply my each and every need. I'm not gonna live above my means. Everything that I need and want, I'm gonna be able to afford it. I'm gonna be able to afford it. And that's that. Even if I gotta pay cash for my house, everything gonna be paid off. I don't like owing nobody. It is what it is. He ain't never said I couldn't have the finer things in life. I've been getting them, and it don't stop here. So to all y'all naysayers and all y'all haters and all that, guess what? I know where I'm going. Y'all might not know where y'all going, but Ann Mays know where she going. But I'm gonna close y'all with this, because the topic today was about y'all and y'all children. I want y'all to make y'all yay yes. Y'all know me no. Y'all children are a reflection of y'all. Y'all gotta stop allowing y'all children to disrespect y'all. Y'all gotta stop allowing y'all children to mistreat y'all. Y'all gotta stop being y'all children street friend. If you're gonna be your child's friend, let them know there's limitations on what you can do and what you can say with me and to me. You can't disrespect me as my daughter or my son. You can't call me the B word. You can't smoke marijuana with me. If you want to smoke marijuana, you can do that over there across the street. I don't want you to do it with me. We're not friends. To each his own. I understand some of y'all say I'd rather for them to do it with me than to do it out in the street. They putting fentanyl in marijuana. They putting fentanyl in pills. They putting fentanyl in your drink. They doing all kind of stuff. Y'all got to be very mindful when y'all out there in the streets doing drugs. Y'all got to be very mindful. But y'all have to have that talk with y'all children, the ones who think they know everything and they don't. A lot of them want you to believe that they know about the birds and the bees and they know about the street life and all that kind of stuff that they don't. A lot of y'all love y'all kids, but y'all loving them in the wrong way. If you love them, you're going to love them enough to tell them wrong from right, even if it hurts. You got to love them enough to tell them that girl you with, she done been with so and so. And if you saw with somebody else, you got to love your son enough to tell him, I know you might get mad, but she cheating on you. I ain't trying to be in your business, but I'm gonna tell you this one time. You gotta be, you gotta be strong enough to tell your son and your daughter right from wrong. You gotta talk to your son and talk to your daughter, talk to your grandchildren. If you got a little young daughter and she started her ministration, you gotta sit down and have that talk with her. Because if she 13, she 11, she 12, her little coochie gonna be burning up and it's gonna be thumping and she gonna wonder why. You gotta have that talk with her. Because now if she 11, 12, 13, whatever, 10 or whatever, she can get pregnant. And it's sad that if she got her little monthly and the child don't know what to do and nobody sit down and talk to her, you need to have that talk with your child, your grandchild. Somebody got to step up to the plate and educate these children. They got some young girl that's raising herself. They got some young boy that's raising himself. They got a lot of kids out there that don't know no better. They ain't got nobody to talk to them. They ain't got nobody to show them love. And at the end of the day, they living off of social media. They doing what they seeing and what they hearing. It's one thing to see things when you ask your child, well, where you got that from? They scared to tell y'all that they saw something on social media. They scared to tell y'all they smoking in the bathroom at the schools. They scared to tell y'all that people they be around be smoking marijuana. They scared to tell y'all their friends younger than them having sex. They scared to tell y'all somebody doing them something. They scared to tell y'all the truth because y'all intimidate them by raising y'all voice, hollering and screaming and shouting at them when you could bring it down and tone it down and talk to them and question. They got a lot of children is telling lies. I listened to somebody and they say children don't lie. Mm, children do lie. Because I was once a child and it wasn't a big old lie, but I didn't lie before. And I'm sure each and every one of us that's on these platforms didn't told a lie as a child. And if y'all get on here and lie and say y'all ain't never told a lie, y'all's a damn lie. So children do lie. Children fabricate. Children, parents make them lie. Y'all can't tell me if a Jehovah come knock on the door right now, you'll tell a child, or I wouldn't send my child to the door if I had a child in these times and days. But you can't tell me if you see on the camera, you'll tell a child, go to the door and say, my mama not home. I remember those days. So y'all telling a damn lie if y'all say y'all never told a lie. We all then been a victim of lying. So y'all can go ahead on with that. I ain't never told no lie, and my children and children don't lie. Children lie because they parent lie. And somebody in the family is a habitual liar, and the lie then been passed down to the generation. Hey, Sabrina. So y'all got to stop lying to yourself. When you lie in front of your child, what you think your child gonna do? If you lie in front of your child, if you tell a child to answer the phone and say, my mama asleep, answer the phone and say, my daddy not here. Answer the phone and say, oh, she in the bathroom. You teaching your child to lie. Girl, I'm not talking to you. Now that phone's not even on. And she answering questions. Technology. Y'all got to be very mindful. And let me tell y'all before I leave, if you and I have a conversation on the phone and say we could be talking about Fashion Nova, we could be talking about Louis Vuitton, we could be talking about Gucci, whatever we talking about on the phone, when we get off the phone, don't y'all know that's going to pop up on the phone? Do y'all not know that? Do y'all not know that? It's wrong. Do y'all not know that y'all got to be very mindful and very careful of what y'all say on these phones? Somebody is monitoring our conversations. Somebody is listening. Somebody is lurking. Somebody is tossing. Somebody is turning. And somebody is not being careful. So every time you say something on this phone, it can be you just having a conversation about a type of clothes, a type of anything. I guarantee you, when you get off the phone, if you talk about Louis Vuitton or talk about Chanel or anything, when you get off the phone later on, in a few seconds, they're going to be sending you apps for Louis Vuitton, for Chanel, because they listening. They are listening to our conversation. So, with that being said, y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better as parents. Y'all got to do better as people. And I'm going to say it again. Anybody want to do something with me, with the next generation, the teenagers for this summer, y'all can hit me up. Anybody want to come on my platform and speak about anything, you can on YouTube. You can come in on my platform. You could talk about something that happened to you. You don't have to show your face. You could block your face out. You can come on Ann May's YouTube channel. Y'all have an open invitation. Y'all about to get me while y'all got me. And the getting is good right now. In a minute, somebody else gonna be working my platforms for me, and y'all not gonna be able to reach me. Only people gonna be able to reach me is the people that I see on a day-to-day basis. And that's the people that I'm seeing right now, my regulars, like Linda, Wanda, Cheryl, Sandra, Angel, all the people that be on my platform every day, Pam, um, Jocelyn, all those people that be on my platform on YouTube every day, I see them. And they name is in my head. So I love y'all. I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed and y'all stand on business. And y'all man up when it come down to y'all children. I love y'all and y'all be blessed. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm just saying. I love y'all. Let me end this one. Facebook, I end them first. Hmm. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be blessed over here on TikTok. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the followers. Thank y'all for the gift. Thank y'all for the love. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed. Y'all over here. Y'all know y'all over here on on YouTube. Angel. I always save the best for last. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. I had a phenomenal night tonight with what we discussed. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. If any one of y'all ever need me for anything in any kind of way, if y'all have any information for me on certain things like people that's willing to link up with me so we can, get the ball rolling with, you know, uh, the summer and the teenagers, if y'all can find any information for me to start, anybody want to be a part of it, y'all just hit me up and let me know. I love y'all and I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be blessed.